thing Monday, a student said, "We appreciate you being here, Mr. Peterson, but take today off." You ever walk into work thinking it's just another Monday, and then a single sentence makes you stop in your tracks? That's exactly what happened to me when one of my high school students looked me straight in the eye and said, "We appreciate you being here, Mr. Peterson, but take today off." I'm a high school teacher here in the US, and Mondays are always rough. Most kids stumble into class half awake, scrolling on their phones, and I usually need at least 2 cups of coffee just to get going myself. But this Monday was different. I walked into my classroom, set my bag down, and before I could even take attendance, one of my students raised his hand and said, "We appreciate you being here, Mr. Peterson, but take today off." At first, I laughed. I thought it was just teenage sarcasm, like maybe we don't want to do work today. But then I noticed something. The class wasn't laughing. They were all just sitting there, kind of serious, kind of nervous. I asked, what do you mean, take today off? And another student chimed in. "We know you've been staying late, grading, helping with after-school stuff, and you're always the first teacher here. We just thought maybe you could give yourself a break today. We'll handle class." Now, I don't usually get emotional in front of my students, but I'll be honest. I had to turn away for a second. Teaching can be exhausting. You don't always feel appreciated. Sometimes you wonder if what you're doing even matters. But hearing that on a random Monday morning from a bunch of teenagers who usually can't be bothered to put their names on their homework, it hit me hard. So, you know what I did? I sat down at one of the desks, handed the whiteboard marker to one of the kids, and said, "All right then, show me what you've got." For the next 40 minutes, my students taught each other. They helped, they debated, they even corrected each other. And you know what? It was one of the best classes I've ever had, because they weren't just learning the subject. They were showing me they'd learned empathy, respect, and teamwork. When the bell rang, one student said, "See, Mr. Peterson? We told you we had this." And honestly, for the first time in a long time, I walked out of school on a Monday with a smile on my face. Sometimes it takes a teenager to remind you that you do matter, even on the days when you feel like you don't.